What's going on, guys? I hope you're having a good day, and if not, I hope this video will make it just a little bit better. Prophecy is a dungeon known and beloved by many Destiny 2 players. One of the first dungeons ever actually put into the game, and I don't know, there's a big news around it, big viewing. If you talk about dungeons, it's probably one of the first ones that ever comes to somebody's mind. It's very aesthetically pleasing, amazing mechanics, and holds up even today over all this time and all these years. People love Prophecy. Prophecy is a special dungeon to me, especially because it was the first ever dungeon I did in my Destiny 2 years of gaming. You know, I have 700 hours on Destiny, and it was the first one I ever did. Now, it took me and my friends like 3 hours to complete it, but it was our first ever dungeon. I mean, what else would you expect? And we had a great time, as everybody else does too, on their first playthrough of this amazing dungeon. It was also my fastest dungeon I have recorded on Dungeon Report, being a 15-minute run. It's my most cleared dungeon with 24 clears, which I know isn't a massive number, but we're getting there. I'll build it up one day, you know, actually grind it out. And it is also my first ever dungeon I soloed, which only happened about a month ago, maybe two. And I was really happy with the results I got that day. But as you know, probably by the title and thumbnail, I had to strive for more. But before we get into that, the Prophecy is such an important dungeon to Destiny 2 and the community. You can even see it just by looking up Prophecy in Dungeon Report. It is the dungeon with the most clears ever compared to any other dungeon in the game right now. The top two players have over 10,000 clears of just Prophecy. 10,000 clears. I believe the guy in first place has an average runtime of 5 minutes through the dungeon. That just tells you how awesome this game is. You can either play it really fast or really slow and get to know the mechanics and perfect them. Second place guy has 9,700 clears, which is still an absurd number. I mean, think about it. You have time to get 9,000 clear. I said I had 24. And that's my most clear dungeon. It's just insane what these guys have. Top percenters in the world for sure. The world's first one was completed by Sweatcicle and his team. I forgot the other two guys who he ran it with. But they're probably also important. But they are important. I'll just say that. But their first official time was 59 minutes and 51 seconds. Just under the 1 hour mark. And many teams followed after them on the first day Prophecy ever opened.
Don't get slammed. Don't get slammed. Dunk him. Dunk him. Dunk him.
Dunk him. Dunk him.
Move. 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 Weapons. Refresh weapons. Let's go!
Let's go!
Good shit.
Get ready. New objective. Get in the portal. Get in the portal. Sneak. Get in the portal.
I'm here.
Let's go! We did it! Let's go! Holy shit! That was fucking sick!
Big dicks, baby!
Let's go!
Didn't say the same.
Dude, that was awesome!
That's fucking sick, bro!
Speedruns. This is a funny and awesome dungeon to watch because there's so much luck and details into this dungeon. Especially in the cube room. I believe it is the second encounter. Well, I guess third if you're not counting the desert area where you gotta pop the blights. But it's third encounter, we'll just say. There's so much luck in between where your knights spawn, what way the cube turns, rotations, everything. I mean, light or dark modes, it depends on everything. Speedruns are amazing to watch on this dungeon, and even probably better to do. I mean, I've done a 15-minute run, which I find pretty impressive, but also, like I said, the guy with 10,000 clears does an average of 5-minute run. So, obviously, there's a distinct difference in our playstyle. But as all these stats prove, Prophecy is just a very loved dungeon in the Destiny community. And in that, it was also very beloved by me. My first ever dungeon. My first ever solo dungeon. And after these last few days, my first ever solo flawless dungeon. Now this is a goal I've been trying to find for a while. I've been fighting for it. Gone through hundreds of different builds, followed esoteric videos like crap. I've watched probably 400,000 videos of his. Also an insane gamer in this. But I've tried a lot of things, and I think it finally worked for me with a blue grenade launcher that I found from my inventory, not my vault, my inventory. So yeah, you guys will have to stick around, but first I do want to get into a little montage of a few attempts. This is not even close to half, maybe not even close to a quarter of the attempts I've actually put in to get this. But I think it shows the effort and the progress, and I think it also shows me going through a few different builds just to prove that I had to try. I learned, I failed, I learned again, just attempt after attempt, and then finally, at the end of this video, you guys will see the full solo flawless run. Oh, it sounds good to say that. Oh, I love it. But hopefully you guys do stick around to the end and enjoy it. And also, if you haven't played this dungeon before, go run it up. You know, go get an LFG group if you need. Maybe try it solo if you want. It's ranked as one of the easier ones to solo flawless, which hurts my ego a little bit, but it's okay. I had such a great time doing it. I recommend it to everyone. And even if you've done this dungeon, you know, 10,000 times, like some of the top guys in the world, I would recommend dusting it off your shelf. Go give it another run. Grab a few buddies. Enjoy it. Enjoy the beautiful scenery that's in it. And have a good time. But I hope you guys do enjoy this video and stick around to the end to see the full clear.
Light and dark, heaven or hell. What's the difference?
Well, that's our question, you lunatic.
see the weft and weave of fate. Eyes up. There is much to learn from them.
Hey, we're just here to see what they have to say about light and dark. In and out. Got it?
Light and dark have met in the Sol system before. Perhaps this time, you'll change the outcome.
Well, there you have it, guys. I'm gonna let this play in the background because even though my audio is muted, I think you can tell how happy I was. For sure screamed for a little bit. My parents had to walk in my room. They were a little concerned, but you know, it's all good. I gotta scare everybody in the house, you know? Make them know what's up. But yeah, I finally did it. I've finally done it. I solo flawless a dungeon. Now, since you guys have made it to the end of the video, or maybe you just jumped back here to see if I actually did it, hi, welcome, go back and watch it, please. I'm gonna be fully honest, if you do search up my name on Dungeon Report, you will see that this actually isn't my first solo flawless. I've done Shattered Throne before, you know, the 3-minute dungeon, or whatever people want to call it. Easiest dungeon in the game, in my opinion. Well, what's it called? The pit is also pretty easy on the moon, but I don't. Shattered Throne is Shattered Throne. You know, I feel like anybody with an eager edge sword can do that solo flawless. It's really not that hard. I shatter skated my whole way through it, and I one tapped the final boss with Golden Gun. So yes, I did do that solo flawless first attempt, but I think this one deep down means a lot more to me, which is why I've kind of led you guys on. But you know, you made it to the end of the video, so you're a real one. I think. I'm not watching the video right now, but I think it's going to show you guys my edit or my loadouts too. So hopefully, if any of you are needing help with anything, maybe you can copy my loadout and try it yourself. Who knows? Maybe it'll work for you too. But I do highly advise building your own loadout and figuring out it for yourself. Even if you do build off somebody else's, but still make a few things custom to you and your playstyle. But if you guys liked the video and enjoyed it, and it gave you motivation to maybe try and solo flawless your own dungeon, leave a comment about your favorite part, some things that I did cool, if you'll copy this, how many dungeons you've completed, what's your dungeon report, you know. Like the video. If you hated this video and you think I'm a bot and that I should have done this first try 18 years ago when it first came out, then you can do that too. Comment that down below, leave a dislike if you want to. I'm happy to hear all the feedback, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you so much for sticking around to the very end. I know this was a long one, 40 minutes or so, but more to come in the future. I think next up on my list is Spire of the Watchers and Grasp of Avarice. So we will see which one of those comes first. Grasp is harder to survive and Spire is harder to deal DPS. So whatever one I want to tackle first, I'll tackle first. And I'm also calling it right now, Guardian Games 2025 goes straight to Hunters. You already know it. Alright. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.